Tonight, Stanley Felix concedes it is not a perfect marriage with Labour, but is he ready for a divorce from the SLP? An alleged murder-suicide in Florida perpetrated by a St. Lucia native. And some members of the Leclerc Minibus Association are up in arms over continued rotation. The details of these stories and more coming up.
This is the Hot 7 Nightly News with Lovelace and Amy Joseph.
Good night. It is Thursday, the 22nd of April, 2021. Welcome to the Hot 7 TV Nightly News. I'm Lovelace St. Amy Joseph. Thank you for joining us. Stanley Felix is the man of the hour following rumor that he had defected to the ruling United Workers' Party. It would not be the first time that disgruntled SLP members jump ship to the UWP. That was the case with the Francis brothers, who now serve as National Security Minister and Castries Mayor under the UWP administration. Felix is addressing his current status within the SLP. Politicians are known to cross the floor to opposing parties to suit their agendas and political careers if need be. Is Stanley Felix looking to jump ship given the hesitancy of the opposition St. Lucia Labour Party to name a candidate in the Castries Central seat? Felix himself has commented on more than one occasion about the length of time that it is taking the party to name a candidate for the seat. Is he disgruntled or dejected enough to seek comfort in the arms of the United Workers' Party?
There is no truth absolutely to the, as you put it, rumor that I have defected to the United Workers' Party. I am, however, thankful for the invitation, but that's not going to happen. I am a Labour man. I am a member of the Labour Party. I will continue to stay with Labour. I will work with Labour. We may have our differences from time to time. By the end of the day, tell me one family where you don't have differences, sometimes I'll call you a liar.
However, Felix says he understands why the rumor mill is going crazy.
Well, obviously, you'd understand why there would be speculation. The Labour Party has taken quite a bit of time to make a decision regarding its candidate for the Castries Central seat. As we all know, it is a crucial seat. It always has been a crucial seat. And so naturally, with all other constituencies filling their candidates and Castries Central being left behind, it will always stir some kind of controversy and speculation.
The opposition St. Lucia Labour Party has appealed to the ruling UWP to call the election no later than the June 6 date, which would mean 5 years in office for the party. There is speculation that Prime Minister Alan Shastney may attempt a chess move by delaying the election by 3 months, something which he does have the constitutional leeway to do. However, this is not the norm in local politics. Some political observers warn that such a move would be a very risky gamble, as the electorate may view it as a high-handed move on the part of the government and punish them for doing so at the polls. Meanwhile, we took to the streets to hear from you whether you think the St. Lucia Labour Party should put an end to the suspense and name its candidate for the Castries Central seat, and should Stanley Felix be considering his options at this point. Do you think it is time for the politician to part ways with the St. Lucia Labour Party, given that he has yet to receive its nod of approval? Here is what you had to say.
Look at other options, because the fellas are jokers, the Labour Party are jokers. So, if it's option to go there, swing the other side, you can swing, And, the constituency, Sarah did well, she stopped the crime.
Stanley have no other options going nowhere. Stanley staying with Labour, Stanley staying with Castries Central. Let the party do their process, let everything go smoothly. When the party is ready, the executive is ready, they will let us know who is our candidate. Okay? Whoever can become victorious, Stanley will still be a member of Castries Central because he has always been with Castries Central. He has never turned his back on Castries Central. Even though he lose the election, he has never turned his back. He has always been there with Castries Central. I can answer to that.
Stanley
should pull it off. Because I think there was a time, even though he didn't win, he was still made a minister. Yeah. So it is not, what you can do is to try and see if you can run another seat, but it does not seem that he will be able to win the Castries Central seat. But so it's not a problem. I never knew that he had any problem with the Labour Party. But if he feels he has to run, well, he can run as an independent, but maybe he still might not win.
Yeah, what I feel, he could just stay with the party, because if he was with the party, win or not, lose or not, and he want to go independent, I wonder why, if he want to separate or what. But I wonder if you have to go to a party, you go to a party. You don't have to hide behind independent, because I believe that only one person win independent here, and we know who he is. And now almost everybody rejecting him. But what I say is that if he have to go up, make sure he just make up his mind. I don't want to hide behind independent. To me, that making no sense. If you open in your eye, just open your eye and just make up your mind. And if you have to go somewhere, you just go. I don't want to hide behind independent.
I don't think Stanley has really abandoned the SLP and gone into the courts or the camps of the UWP. No, he has not done that. I am saying, although I am a bit concerned that the SLP is dragging their foot in terms of announcing a candidate for Castries Central. But I don't think Stanley Felix have done any of the above. I think it's just political mischief by the incumbent, and they're just trying to create problem in the camp of the SLP. But to tell you the truth, I think Stanley, based on how I know him, is a very strong supporter of the SLP. Is a really strong person within the SLP, and he's an SLP to the bones.
I think it's high time. I mean, there's no doubt that the election is around the corner. The silly season has begun, and I don't see why the SLP waiting that long. I mean, personally, if I was in Stanley's shoes right now, I'd be considering crossing that, making a crossover, because guess what? At this point in the game, they haven't endorsed him. So is either he decide to run independent or crossover.
Those were your views. A native of St. Lucia is dead following what investigators say is a suspected murder-suicide in Boynton Beach, Florida. Police identified 40-year-old Narcissus Antoine as the suspect in Tuesday morning's domestic-related murder-suicide outside the Hampton Inn on Gateway Boulevard. This report is from WPTV, Florida.
Now to a woman shot and killed early this morning in Boynton Beach. Police say her 2-year-old child was in the same car when the shooting happened.
Investigators say the man who shot the woman was then found dead with a self-inflicted gunshot wound. South County reporter Miranda Christian tells us who this man is and how police found him.
Boynton Beach police say Narcissus Antoine shot and killed a 32-year-old woman at this Hampton Inn parking lot around 1:30 Tuesday morning. A 2-year-old baby was found sleeping in the car when police got to the scene. Officers were given details by witnesses for a vehicle driven by Antoine. A traffic stop was made by police on I-95 near Gateway Boulevard, and officers found the 40-year-old dead with a self-inflicted gunshot wound. According to records, Antoine was accused in a double shooting outside a West Palm Beach nightclub that left one person dead. In 2009, Antoine was charged with murder and attempted murder. When the case made it to trial, a jury found him guilty of second-degree attempted murder. In 2014, the case was retried and Antoine's conviction was overturned.
Police say the 2-year-old is safe with family and they will not be releasing the victim's name because of Marsy's Law. Reporting in Boynton Beach, I'm Miranda Christian, WPTV News Channel 5.
The Leclerc Minibus Association is calling on all members to abide by the rules set by the Ministry of Transport. Some members argue that a handful are adamant about not following the rules of rotation, and this will not stand.
According to members of the Leclerc Minibus Association, the Ministry of Transport has mandated that all bus drivers are to be on rotation. But according to some, there are at least 4 members who continue to work every day of the week. They say it is unfair for one set of individuals to profit more while the others are left behind.
We have 2 shifts, right? A shift, a B shift. The guys who on A, they're not working every day. And some of them, I don't know how much are on the shift, right? But they have someone on B shift who are doing the same thing also, you understand? They're supposed to take 1 day in, 1 day out. So some people going with the rules and regulations, and they have just those 4 guys, they're just not doing it. And it causing up. So when I make $600 this week, them are making a grand 2 this week. You understand what I'm telling you? And they've been doing it for years and years and years and years.
The association's president says the problem stems from the Ministry of Transport.
We have written to ministry several times. The ministry will respond to us what date was, the 19th of June 2020, concerning rotation. And some of the guys work every day. We try to stop it. We write to the ministry. I've been to the ministry, the police. I've been to the minister. I've been everywhere. And we cannot get no solution. The ministry is supposed to be authority concerned where that is concerned. And the ministry is not doing nothing. And the guys keep picking up people by Dillis every day. Dillis has a bus stop. Dillis has a bus stop right now. So we have 2 bus stops and people not coming in. Sometimes you come 3 hours, you can't get a trip to go to Leclerc because all the people come in. If you have 10 fellas doing on the ships, just going up and down the road, just picking up people by Dillis, stopping there, parking there, going inside Dillis, so they go and buy something and the people just boarding the bus. So we're not getting nothing here. It don't make no sense. The ministry is the problem. And unless the ministry act, nothing could be done.
The minibus drivers says that come Monday, the rest of the association should be singing a different tune.
The president knows exactly what is going on. The president, as a matter of fact, the president has brought this to the ministry. He has brought it to Transport Board. He has go through everything he could do already in his powers, right? So now we put in pressure on him, so he don't know what to do again. We ourselves don't know what to do again. So right now we decided on Monday, all buses come to work, and everybody we're going to make $80 for our day and go at your home. You understand? So we're going to do that from next week Monday. All buses going to work. We finish the rotation. Because if the people are in charge of the rotation, which is the ministry, made everybody clear that we're supposed to be, it's mandatory that all bus stops supposed to be on rotation, then our bus stop's supposed to be on rotation also. We cannot have 4 members of our bus stop that's doing what they want and nobody cannot stop them. And we've been asking, we've been on the media for years trying to stop that and we just cannot stop them. We don't know what to do again.
They're calling on the authorities to address the situation swiftly. For the Hot 7 News, Nisha Charles reporting.
You're watching the Hot 7 TV Nightly News. Stay with us. Still to come, findings of an archaeological survey on the former Arawak burial ground, which forms part of the multi-million-dollar Cabot development, has been released. The SLP calls out alleged impersonators, campaigning and misleading constituents. And Ezekiel Joseph says the collapse of Windfresh is through no fault of his.